Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, great job, Alberta. Great job. Someone has to smack that communist Trudeau over his red socks, and Miss Friedman, or whatever her name is, Freeman, Freeland, that Ukrainian Zelensky, Stein, and others in that idiotic globalist government in Ottawa. And who's that? Alberta Premier. What does she do? She invokes Sovereignty Act on green electricity. Now, I have here a video, I have a few articles, and I have the portrayal of her move, of the Alberta's Premier's move by CBC, and explain what CBC is, and so on. So let's see what this symbolizes. I'm going to start with this article. I'm going to have a video as well. This comes from Global News, and it is from November 27, 2023. Alberta Premier invokes Sovereignty Act on green electricity, concedes it's for symbolic effect first. And then if the idiots in Ottawa continue their imbecilic policy of green energy, then she's going to do more. So this, let's listen to what she has to say.
Alberta's government is committed to protecting Albertans from federal overreach.
And so, for the first time since introducing the controversial legislation last year, Alberta is invoking its Sovereignty Act, with a resolution calling Ottawa's plan to bring provincial electricity grids to net zero by 2035 harmful to Alberta.
It asks Cabinet to order all provincial entities to refrain from enforcing or complying with the proposed federal electricity regulations.
But it doesn't stop there. Because the Sovereignty Act cannot compel private companies to break federal laws, Smith says the province will consider setting up a crown corporation that would invest and operate electricity fired by natural gas. For a Conservative government that champions private enterprise and limited government interference, it's a surprising step.
Look at that guy's socks, the guy who interviews her. Look at his socks and his shoes. You can trust that guy? I wouldn't.
But not enough to move the federal private enterprise and limited government interference.
Look at his socks.
It's a surprising step.
Blue socks with
not enough to
brown
move the federal
shoes.
environment minister to stand down.
We will continue moving ahead with this. There is no legal basis for what Alberta is doing, and we feel that we're on very solid ground. And the fact that we already have some provinces who are on board with us, as well as a number of private companies and investors who say that this is the way to the future.
It's the kind of thing that will drive away investment from Alberta in all sectors of the energy economy.
The Pembina Institute says according to its own modelling, Alberta could reach Ottawa's clean electricity targets without compromising grid stability or affordability. But that's only if the province's renewable energy sector, which has already been subjected to a 6-month pause, is allowed to grow.
When I talk to these companies and
Okay, enough with garbage. Yeah, they have this religion now of clean act and clean air and global warming, and they will change into that because there are some people that have to make a profit, and those people will provide money for the politicians basically, and then those guys will always be your boys. You don't have to buy the other ones. Those will be your boys. They will sponsor you forever, and they will destroy the old boys, and probably the old boys are part of the new boys as well. It's just a racket, and who's paying? You and I will pay. Now, this was the video. I also have to, if you, and I hope you paid attention, how these guys portrayed her act, and it was negative towards her, towards the Alberta and towards the Premier. So it says here that, let me just put it here, Premier Danielle Smith invoked Alberta's Sovereignty Act on Monday to implement new measures in her fight against Ottawa's looming clean electricity rules, while conceding she didn't need to act to put the changes in place. Now, there's like she's not, It says, we're creating an opportunity, that's what she said, for the federal government to do the right thing and back down. That's why she did it. We're sending the message, keep working with us on our 2050 target. Well, that's one thing. Let's go to the next one. Explainer, right? What the hell this Alberta Sovereignty Act is. She did that. They say, introduced a resolution in the provincial legislature marking the first use of one of her signature laws enacted last year. The Sovereignty Act is an effort to give the oil-rich province a legislative framework to defy federal laws it deems unconstitutional, and is another front in Smith's battle against Liberal Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's climate plans. Now, when you say liberal, that means liberté, freedom, liberty. When they infringe things, they stop doing this. They close it. They monitor it. They call it differently. I will remember the term. So below are some key aspects of the Act. What is Alberta Sovereignty Act? So Alberta Sovereignty within a United Canada Act was approved by the legislature in December 2022 after the initial bill was diluted to its current form. Regulations. That's what I do. Regulations mean infringements. I will explain that too. A provision that gave Smith's cabinet the power to bypass the legislature and rewrite laws as it saw fit was deleted. That would have been a little bit more tyrannical, right? Yep. The act affirmed that the Alberta legislature, not Smith's cabinet, would have the last word on lawmaking. I'm okay with that, obviously. Not in one person, you have more weasels. It's harder to buy them all. But you can, potentially. Look at Pakistan and then Prime Minister Imran Khan, how they helped them to no confidence vote, and now he's in trouble. The guys gave them money and they said, yes, no confidence right here. But I'm confident I will receive money. The Sovereignty Act was one of the most eye-catching policies Smith promised to introduce after becoming Premier last year. It seeks to allow the province to refuse to enforce specific federal laws or policies, and I'm quoting, that violate the jurisdictional rights of Alberta. Now, I don't pretend to be a weasel, and I am one. No, but it's just, do you think she doesn't have a special interest behind her, like the energy sector? Yes, she does. But still, I think it's okay to show that, hey, guys from Ottawa, you're just out of the realm of reality with your garbage. So then we're going to go to how CBC, it's the biggest, I think, news media corporation in Canada, and I'm going to show you how they spin this, obviously negative. Right here, CBC Analysis, Calgary. With Sovereignty Act, Danielle Smith serves as judge, jury, and power company executive. So obviously Jason Markusov, I can only guess what you are. Markusov, probably a Russian. Yeah, exactly. I'm just guessing. He's a former Russian. His family comes from Russia, and he immigrated probably through that little thing. Anyway, yeah, Markusov. Thank you very much. You want to look on Wikipedia? I don't think you find him, but nevertheless, that's what Markusov is. So Markusov obviously is for the communists and for Freeland and all those guys and she has Alberta Premier deems federal clean power rules unconstitutional and wishes to ignore them. All right, so obviously it's a negative title. And I said, okay, let's see who or what is CBC. CBC. So I said, okay. Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. And it's corporation. When you say corporation, you think, oh my God, that's private company, right? Yeah. So the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, branded as CBC Radio Canada, is the Canadian public broadcaster for both radio and television. Okay, it is a Crown Corporation. I said, what is a Crown Corporation? It's right underneath there. Crown Corporation in Canada are government organizations which are a mixture of commercial and public policy objectives. That means helping us to understand. They are directly and wholly owned by, and I have that. Where is that? Directly wholly owned by the Crown, the Government of Canada. The Crown is the state in all its aspects, jurisprudence of the Commonwealth realms and their subdivisions. The term can be used to refer to the office of the monarch or the monarchy as institutions, the rule of law, or so. Crown, the government of Canada or a province. So these guys who masquerade right here as being a corporation, that's a state-owned news media outlet. What do they say about Sputnik, Russia Today, and all those guys, TASS, Russian government-owned corporate? What is this exactly? What is this? So obviously this government garbage is going to say that she serves as a judge, jury, and power company and executive. Yeah? All right, my friends. So clear? By default, when these guys in the government come and tell you that they want to do something for you to make it better for you, you should start being very suspicious. Okay? You should look into it with all your magnifying glasses that you have in your house and read the garbage law or policy or whatever it is. So here it is. I'm glad that there's methods or ways to at least try to show the idiots that they are not in charge of everything limitless, without limit. And we'll see. It's like in the neighborhood. When gangs are fighting, it's a little bit better in one aspect, is because they're going to start offering you, like competition. The same when you have gangs in Canada fighting, the guys from Ottawa and the guys from Alberta fighting, then it's sometimes good because they are trying to woo us in their little garbage. Actually, they're both gangs, bad dudes. But they're fighting for the same thing, money and power. And they're going to use us, why? By giving us a little bit here, giving us a little bit over there. If there would be only one gang, they would do whatever they want. They have no competition. They don't have to give us anything. And this is the way those guys in Ottawa with that imbecile Trudeau act. That's exactly. So I'm glad. Now, does it mean that something more will happen? I hope it happens so they scare the mofos over there. But those are idiots. They're like children who do not know what the consequences are. They're infantile adults, adult bodies with child brains. That's what they are. They can't think of the consequences. Did you hear of that weasel, the guy that, what the hell? I don't think I have him here anymore because I got out of it. Yeah, the guy who said that this is unconstitutional, we're going to fight, we're going to do that. Now, that guy doesn't understand the consequences. We're going to fight, we're going to fight what? To have the power to impose? That's exactly what it is. In our name, to make it better for us. Okay, I'm not in Canada, but the same garbage is here. But it seems like Canada is not, as they say, a capitalist country. It's a tyrannical, communist, commonwealth. I don't even know what the hell is going on over there. They have a media that is owned by the government, but it's not. It's a corporation. And then they have these elections, and you have Trudeau, a son on a ex-prime minister. He got elected. He's an imbecile as Biden as well, but he's over there. What is over there? And you have Freeland, and we have the other Jolie, another who think about diversity. Oh, we are the first diverse. Is that what matters? Or competence? Well, these are just children. These are spoiled brats. That's what they are. Their parents did it for them. That's what it is. And now they're just screw everybody's life for generations, unfortunately. And I'm not holding Premier Danielle Smith as being the genius here, or, the Jesus Christ of our times. But still, it's good that a gang opposes another gang, and maybe we have something to win. Remember, they're from the Liberal Party. Liberty, freedom, yeah? And they opposite. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.